Hey there, my name is Pravus. Welcome to more Hearts of Iron 4 Old World Blues with the Enclave Reborn Redux mod. We are currently going down a very kind-hearted, progressive, reformist route, which is a little bit different from what I would normally do, but we're gonna give this one a go. I just conquered New Reno, so now we're about to make some accommodations with the local crime families to core all the territory, and we're kind of having problems trying to purge the purists because they're causing a lot of issues. Like a lot of issues. Okay. Those of New Reno. The ones in charge of New Reno are one thing, the people of New Reno are another. While some are common citizens living in tough town, the vast bulk are mercenaries, crime enforcers, and petty criminals, etc. We're from the government, and we're here to help. Run! The classic American response is run from this man! No, it's fine. Boost up their compliance, gain some legitimacy. That could be good. Gain 150,000 bottle caps. And I could use this to maybe bribe the NCR later. Ooh. But I want that legitimacy, so we're gonna take this. But I want the bottle caps, too. We'll see. All right, maybe we'll have an option to do more things like that later. Checkmate, all right, with the Bishop's family. That's fine. I actually don't know. This is where my ignorance of Fallout is gonna start to become more obvious for some people. I don't know which game the New Reno is from. I don't know if it's New Vegas. I don't even know if you were able to travel that far, maybe. I never really got that far into the Fallout games. I really didn't. And this is the thing I have, just like with Bethesda in general. It's kind of weird, but like, I get into their RPGs, and I usually am really intrigued by the story up front, because they do a really good job, like, world building. But it falls off pretty quick for me. I just start exploring the world, I'm like, well, I don't remember what I was doing anymore or why I care, and I never really felt like a very strong emotional reason to get invested in the world in the first place. So usually, just partway through the game, I'm just like, I forget it, I never pick it back up, and it's just gone forever. It's been the case for a lot of Bethesda stuff. Now, Starfield, that one I literally didn't like right off the get-go. I played it for about an hour, and I'm like, I am glad that the game was given to me for free by the developers, and I didn't pay for it because I hate it. Anyway, dealing with the Bishops. The Bishops may be the most powerful family in New Reno. He's retreated to his mansion. Focus on... There's the money. Capture his assets, apprehend him, or... Why does he look like Granite? They're brothers? Okay, I was gonna do the assets, because this is objectively good. Now I'm curious, because I don't think we would have seen this before if I had gone down the purist route. Click it. On orders from the president, a DNA test on Granite along with a sample we collected from one of the bars Mr. Bishop frequented. To our surprise, they're half-brothers. This seems an impossibility since Granite was the son of an Enclave soldier and Mr. Bishop was born from one of the Bishop family matriarchs. The official story is Granite Sr. visited New Reno. Unofficially, Granite's darkest secret is his mother was the Chosen One, which he's only told in his inner circle. Oh. See, these are things I did not know because I never played Fallout 2 at all, so, interesting. But what that leads to is more questions. Yeah, it leads to a lot of questions. Okay, Granite walked into Mr. Bishop's mansion, a heart rate monitor on him. On the first sign of something's wrong, Enclave soldiers are ready to storm that mansion. Who needs crime when you have family? Look, if there's anything that the Reno crime family should appreciate, it's gonna be things like that. Were we supposed to get a pop-up event? Because I thought we were supposed... There we go! For 2 days, everything remained silent from Granite, though his heart rate monitor indicated he was still alive and even slept through the night. Much to our relief, he walked out smiling and laughing with Mr. Bishop. Apparently, the two have become best friends. Mr. Bishop has happily agreed to not only turn his assets over to assist the Enclave, but he's also even going to use his contact in the NCR to reduce some suspicion. When questioned, Granite said Bishop ran over his own tests, and yes, they were brothers. The standoff has finished without bloodshed. The Granite has returned to his post on the condition that Bishop be granted full rights afforded to members of the Enclave. While a few protested, Granite was quick to silence them. Either were words of the fact that Granite can be a ruthless son of a bitch. Just like his half-brother, Mr. Bishop, meanwhile, has agreed to help disguise our operations as New Reno, further avoiding confrontation with the NCR, but even his reach is not infinite. Of note, Granite's father is not Bishop's father. Therefore, their common parent is the Chosen One who gave birth to Granite and impregnated the Bishop matriarch. Huh? The statistic that the Chosen is a hermaphrodite are slim but not impossible. What? Hold on, maybe now I have no idea what's going on here. So let me guess. In Fallout 2, were you able to choose the gender of your character? Was that a thing? And this is just assuming you were, you know what? Lore-wise, you were both? I don't know. But this begs some very interesting questions. All right, sure. All right, let's move on to the last of the Reno families. Some say the Wright family has spent the last few decades building on one hand and destroying with the other. He wants a peaceful and stable New Reno. Allow him to go legit, which creates a new political advisor who's not bad. Or, there's no place for his kind here, gain 3 armed workshops. I mean, I think I kind of prefer to have the arms workshops. All right, a new capital. We're going to go ahead and gain some cores on all this territory. That usually ends up being really good. Free factories. Go ahead and start building up some of this stuff. I would love to get power armor. It's kind of expensive. We won't be able to produce very much. We can go ahead and get started on it, I guess, and build up some efficiency. It's going to have to be good enough. It's not great. But maybe we can trade for some stuff in the future. I don't know. I guess I'll go ahead and get a little ahead of time on some research. Is there anything else really to research? Not a lot. I'll go ahead and start working on some support equipment on the off chance at some point I start using that, but it's gonna be a little while. Almost done with the first round of our doctrines. That'll also be great. Waiting for the cores. We're gonna get a whole bunch of events and stuff, plus some stability. We're gonna move our capital. It's all gonna be great. Gonna be phenomenal. Let's see. One of our patrols stumbled upon an expedition of the Crimson Caravan. He's asking for orders. Leave them be or no witnesses. Leave them be, even though a suspicion goes up. That does suck, I'm role-playing here. Wastelanders. With the city of New Reno under our control, we are governing over a significant number of Wastelanders. We cannot install Enclave members to every single position, so what do we want to do? I don't really need to make the people stronger, although it would take a chunk out of the purest faction, so I mean, there's something to be said there. We could gain legitimacy by encouraging it, but I don't really want to lose that much. I'm going to say this is inevitable, and that's fine. The New Reno slaves. What do we want to do with them? Allow for slave labor, which reduces recruitable population by a lot. Or indentured servitude, which is a compromise. Or gain legitimacy. Nope. If they wanted slavery, they should have elected Anderson. We are the good guys, probably. Reorganized remnants have been removed. We are now disorganized once again. Well, that bites. Why? We are not segregated. Oh. Okay. So I would need to accept outsider volunteers in order to get the fools and the dreamers. All right. So you're saying I need to do this then. Got it. Let's see. Right now they have pretty high suspicion, it looks like. We could go ahead and burn that down a little bit. Lose the bottle caps. That was kind of the point, so let's go ahead and burn that suspicion down a little bit. We need to do a crackdown and a speech and stuff, don't we? Yeah, do a crackdown, gain some more political power. We gotta keep burning down that purist faction enough that we can do the assassination. Which I hate that we're gonna do, but I mean, it's just, this is how it goes. Actually, we can assassinate him now. I don't have to do any more than that. All right, perfect. So this will eliminate the elites as a factor in our society. Let's see, to be laid down. It'll be a long road to restore America. The chief among it is getting our industry back online. Members of the military are adamant about getting the military-industrial complex back online. Others say we need a civilian infrastructure. I mean, I like the military-industrial complex. If there's anything that America is really well known for, it's a certain military... Yeah, we're just trying to resurrect tradition, okay? We got really good military-industrial complexes, is what we do. So yeah, that sounds great. All right, cool. I've been researching a lot of the air and stuff, by the way, just because I feel like it could be still pretty good for me at some point. Let's go ahead and research the mongrels. We're gonna need to have some suppression value at some point, I guarantee it. What is MacArthur up to? They are up here and attacking the Stormmongers. Go get them, fellow enclavers. I bet you we come to blows with them later on. I'm gonna be the more legitimate one in the end, I promise you. Attempted purge. The good doctor has been a thorn in our side ever since his loss in the election. His connections and wits have kept him alive up until now, stubbornly leading a few remaining followers. Up until the last minute, he stayed at his post at the Sierra Army Depot, fulfilling his administrative duties. It was to our great surprise that we found his office empty, as if he left in a great hurry. A vertibird, a small group of personnel, and some of his known followers, and some power armor disappeared. He ran away! Oh, grand. Okay, clever man, but he knows that he lost. So that removes the purist faction, which is why I was okay with losing a little bit of intellectual support first, and as long as we do that order of operations there, we weren't going to actually lose anything there. So good. All right, that's done. We have now purged the opposition, which is going to remove the political infighting, so we can finally get our political power back and stuff. Yay! Which is now done, thank God. All right, we're able to make a fair bit of political power again. So, the American dream, or home is Nevada. Well, I'm not going to break a promise, so I guess we're going to go down this, rebuild the focus tree, and give me claims on the new California Republic. Yep, that sounds about right. Into the blizzard. All right, well, most of the remaining purists were either executed, had accidents, or simply packed up. One particularly numerous group appropriated few vertebrates and headed north. One can only guess why they would choose to do that. Enclave defectors flocked to the Kaiser's Legion. Uh-oh. Alright, they got advisors that just made them a lot stronger. And the anti-integration faction, the Purists are no more. But that doesn't mean every member of the Reformer faction is an unconditional lover of wastelanders. Some are still kind of a problem. The anti-integration party. A valuable point of view. We could just kind of let the elites be a thing again. Oh god. I don't... okay. They are allowed to have their point of view. Alright, this is a democracy. But I'm still hoping that I can start gradually purging this. Look, this is the problem with power, right? You have your own personal ideas as far as what things should be, but unless you have the leverage in order to enforce that will, sometimes you just kind of have to make a few compromises and allow other people to consolidate power of their own, and finding that balancing act, that's the real trick, right? If you want to be a proper ruler. A real trick to be sure. I'm trying to remember, it was like a CGP Grey video a long time ago that I watched that actually talked a little bit about like how basically you have many different pillars or institutions or factions or feudal lords, whatever it is, within your ruler, and if you want to rule them all, basically you have to make sure you have enough power distributed to your loyal supporters and maintain a proper majority. That is how you always are going to maintain power. And it doesn't matter if it's a democracy, it doesn't matter if it's a dictatorship. The principle still remains the same. It's just a question of who holds the power. In democracy, it's the individual person. In a dictatorship, sometimes it's going to be certain oligarchs. You get the idea. Sky High Joyride. Oh, great. Can Granite be arrested? Wait, what? Hang on. Apparently, Mr. Bishop and Douglas Granite went for a joyride. No one was hurt. Well, you're not making people happy right now, Granite. Maybe keep yourself out of the public eye for a little bit. That was a mistake. Don't do that. I want to spend my political power doing things, but I actually don't think that I can. I've only got so much time to keep building up political power. We need to make sure we are always keeping the NCR off of our back, at least until we are a lot stronger than I am right now. And that's going to be a little bit, to be honest. It's going to be a little bit. All right, so we've got the American dream. And our flag is still here. The Enclave dream has always been to restore America to its rightful shores, from sea to shining sea. It is what drove the Enclave on through those dark early years after the Great War, what kept their drive going for over 100 years, and what is the spark that returned them to the shores of California when they began their return. That light was thought dead in these past 30 years since the destruction of the rig, with many proud Americans hunted down like rabid dogs, many times shot dead in the streets. But no longer! President Granite today announced that the Enclave dream of returning the stars and stripes to the shores of America will begin in earnest. That steps would be taken to infiltrate and lay the groundwork for America's return. All he asked for was time, time to ready, time to repair. That soon, one day, this new world will see the return of the United States, and nothing, not even a tribal, was gonna stop them this time. Alright, stability or war support? Well, actually, it's gone up pretty dramatically. What do you know? Alright. I'm gonna go for the stability, because I feel like, generally speaking, that's good for things like production and stuff. We like that. Whoa, where's my focus tree? Oh, God. I got up here in the corner, I was like, what's wrong? Whoa, this is way bigger than I thought it was. Whoa, hold on. I only knew about all this stuff. Where'd this all come from? Frickin' heck. All right, we've now got a lot to do. A lot to do. Okay, fun. Well, I feel like going down this route over here is probably not what we need right now. Area 51 we don't control. What's going to give me like an annex war goal? That is the real question. That's what I need to know. What lets me go and fight people? It appears going... Yeah, there we go. Going down over here with New Reno would do the job. Okay, so I want to go for prepare expansion. And we can start driving folks out that are nearby. Perfect. Oh, and I've got a lot of political power all of a sudden. Holy crud, what happened? Alright. Well, with that known, let's go ahead and pick up a genius army offense. 15% division attack is good under pretty much every circumstance, no exception. You like getting a genius attack guy. Et tu more, Granite? Ever since the variety of doubters and traitors fled to Arizona, we've been doing our best to keep an eye on them. Mostly through the various slave and trade caravans the Kaiser allows to pass through his territory. Today, a word reached us of a chilling advancement. They announced the creation of the Aquilin Palatine, the closest thing to a scientific body in the Legion. Oh, good. Okay, they cured his cancer, rumored to be oh, good, the Kaiser is not gonna die. He will no longer suffer. Tumor or not will get him. Really? I mean, really? Yeah, okay, so the Kaiser is not going to die, which means there's probably not going to be a big civil war, and they are going to be a lot scarier this game. Okay, good, good. Forget the NCR, the Kaiser has become the long-term big baddie for me. So, a show of force. Yeah, let's go ahead and pick that up. We don't necessarily have to do anything with it right now, but we will. All right, let's go ahead and declare war on MODOK. All right, your silly, stupid Marvel Universe cinema crap is done now. Get into MODOK. No, why are you guys not? Get into MODOK. Forget the fighting and losing of the manpower. Just take him down. All right, take him down. Come on, a little faster than that. Come on, take him down. Thank you. And they're dead. All right, shouldn't have taken much there. We take territory. Thank you. And if you guys will pardon me for a moment, I hear my son screaming in the other room. He hath apparently decided not to go down for a nap for over an hour. That is a problem and going to lead to some serious issues later today. I'll be right back. Ah, the joys of fatherhood. That did not go well. It's gonna be a really bad day, I can tell you right now. Hey, we're at war with the Nevada Free States. I was unaware of this. All right, more people to go kill. And honestly, I don't think it's gonna be very difficult to take it down. There we go. That was it. All right, cool. Bonus territory. Who saw that one coming? All right, so we grow a little bit. Hello, bone dancers. These guys are starting to grow a little bit. That's concerning. They're killing Kemmelt Station. Uh-huh. The Den. These could be a good guys to take down at some point as well. Badland Buckaroos. Yeah, but the Vault City is, I think, the higher value target, so that's why we're going to have to go for that one when the opportunity arises. Though I might wait on this a smidge until I have some extra reinforcements. These guys usually have a lot of robots, right? So let's just kind of sit back and wait until we get a little bit more intel. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and start spying on them very briefly. And then what's this? Establish tributaries? Gain some stuff and so... Oh! We get free units. All right, we can also go for civilization by force and make them into cores. Ah, it doesn't show that these are mutually exclusive, but they are. It says that in the description. Cores better long-term in pretty much every way that I care about. I think we go for that. Might be the wrong choice, but I'm gonna try. I don't know. My brain is all of a sudden very frazzled. If I look a little tired and stuff on the video here, it's because I am kind of all the time these days. It's a very special thing if I'm able to get a full like 7 hours of sleep in a day. Very, very special when that happens. It doesn't happen often. But you know, I do enjoy being a dad. I enjoy being a dad quite a lot. It's been great, way better than I expected it to be. I honestly thought I was gonna hate this stage, but it's been awesome. So it's good, but oh, you learn how to live with a lot less sleep. And you start reading the moods of the baby, and when the baby's like, you know, I don't think I'm gonna nap today. I think I'm not. It's like, oh no, we're gonna be in for a lot of screaming. This is gonna be rough. And now we have brain drain. We're losing our friends and family to the pre-granite mindset. That's not even the worst part. Many of them were our best and brightest in the science division. While a few still remain, they were left picking up the scraps and left by the Exodus. Well, there's that. Oh my god, lose 25 research speed for a long time. Oh no. It's a good thing I got really far ahead of time on a lot of my tech. We could try going for, oh my god, this is huge. The Department of Defense? Sure, get an event. The Department of Defense Reborn does feel kind of important. These guys have trained up a lot of troops all of a sudden. I should have declared war while I had the chance. Alright, well, we're going for it anyway. Where's all my power armor and stuff? Hi. So, I'm gonna use you guys to all kind of smash their front line in a few key points. Force them to retreat, and then they'll try to backfill here, but we should be able to win these fights pretty resoundingly. Hey, do I have my... Yes, I've got airplanes. Hold on. Gunships. Let's go ahead and get a couple of you close air support in Western Nevada. See, they have troops, but they're weak. They're weak as frick. So who even cares? Look at those vertibirds! Pew, 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 pew. It's great. Fall of Vault City. Let's go ahead and clear these guys out. Keep pushing you forward. We need to get to the courtyard, which we can win that easily. We're now going to be taking one of you, maybe two of you. Go around over here to Gecko. You don't need Gecko, you need Geico. Whatever it is, I don't even know at this point. And we get an extra factory. That's exciting. Could start working on things with the transports and stuff, yeah. Protectrons, don't really feel like I need the tanks. Let's go ahead and start working on things like dynamite and other basic support equipment. All of that is going to be good under every circumstance. Am I right? I'm pretty sure. Never mind, these guys are already gone. Hey, a bunch of Colt pistols. Beautiful antiques. Give me that Vault City. You give me that Vault City and you give it to me. Good. All right. So that's now mine. The Yakuza territories and the Den would be some of the next ones to take out. Probably gonna deal with the Yakuza territories next. Yeah, and these guys actually should be prime targets for paradrops. Right? 1, 2, 3, done. Alright, Department of Defense. Once just a series of pins on a uniform, with the President's order, the Department of Defense has been restored! With officers slowly diverging from sub-departments under the Army to full branches worthy of their heritage. No. They will distract from the needed reform and stuff. Disagree. You need a strong military in order to get this. All right. Do not focus on the DoD all at once, says the dev. We will reform as we go. They're like, for real, seriously, do not do all of these at once. Focus on other things. Now I'm curious. Now I want to break it and just sort of see what happens. But all right. Fair enough, we won't. Let's go for the Reno Initiative. There's probably some cool stuff we can do as far as trying to make these guys even happier. How are we doing with occupied territories? We need to be sending these guys first off to things like road patrols. There we go. And set these to our rioters, so we use, ideally, some better equipment, so that we are able to build up compliance and keep resistance down nice and low. What am I currently missing? Basic weaponry. We have manpower. We need infantry armor. Yeah, fair enough. Oh my god, I need 150 political power in order to hide activities from the NCR. Yeah, we're not doing anything for a little bit. We're not gonna do anything for a little bit. No more spending. No more spending anything for a while. This is about to become a little bit annoying. I think it's partly because the larger we grow, the more expensive it gets. Might be wrong on that. New Reno Initiative! Due to a mix of strategic unimportance, the defenses of Las Vegas, and a sheltered location, the city of New Reno survived the war mostly intact. Let's see, the Reno Initiative, a grand project to turn the city from a rundown dive of vice and crime to the jewel of the wasteland. The NCR might boast of shady sands, but will boast of better New Reno. So, money or this? How much money do I currently have? Not enough to bribe. But I'm going to take it anyway because maybe next time I bribe, I'm going to have to pay the price this time around with the NCR. But later, I'm going to have to pay them off. So I can do this. Oh, actually, I got enough political power from the event! Oh! Nice! Let's go ahead and continue with our aggressive expansion. Drive out the Yakuza. That's going to take me 15 days to get myself a free, quote-unquote, Wargle, which I will hopefully use very effectively to instantly kill you all. I am hoping that I will basically take no losses and we just get free land. She looks pretty good for 500. It's the 500th birthday of America very soon. It's already, yeah, July 4th is on the way pretty soon. Cool. Stability or legitimacy. Yep. Every time I can get some legitimacy, I'm taking that. Our new city. Gain a core on Vault City. Yes, please. Okay. How stronka do we think you are? Not a very stronka, it turns out. Okay. So please send all your troops to the front line with me. I know that sounds counterintuitive for what I would normally want, but in this case, I actually would like you to send every single soldier you've got to the front line and abandon your cities, because little do you know, I can drop power armor from the sky. So do this and go, and let's see how effective this is going to be. Boom, boom. Okay, we haven't quite won the capital. There it is, and down. Boom. See, that's how it goes. This is how we do. This is how we do it. Woof. All right, sorry about that. Let's just go ahead and move on to the Den as our next target. And we'll do the same thing here, to be honest. I think we'll just go ahead and do some pair drops, grab both of those, and we'll be set and ready to go. Question, did I increase the cost? Yes, it is now 190. So every state I take is making it harder and harder for me to hide from the NCR, which makes perfect sense. But it does mean we need to be very cautious with my political power and pretty much not spend it ever. Ever, ever, ever. I probably don't want to take the Den right now. It's probably better to take the cores I've currently got, right? Make them stronger, consolidate my power, and then we can worry about it. Moreno returns! Zorion Moreno is a soldier that used to serve in the Enclave until the destruction of Navarro. All right, when rumors of the Enclave's return reached him, he packed up his bags. Welcome back, new in high command, recovery, stability, pretty good. Also, Dr. Henry hath returned. Okay, he was skeptical, but once news spread of our efforts to become a worthy American government, he has left his clinic. I'm wondering if these guys are going to be a little bit upset. Yeah, like, hey, this ain't the Enclave I remember, but maybe. Vault City and its corresponding suburb of Courtyard was once the home of many of the Enclave refugees who survived Navarro. So now we are going to say that Vault City is a part of our new United States. That's great. There was some heavy fighting involved. Others hope to resettle in their homes, though it would be awkward to resettle after such a sudden disappearance, only to reappear after the Enclave returned. These are our citizens. Boost up stability by a lot. Treat them with respect, or incorporate the city guard. Gain some leaders. Nope. We're going to treat people with respect, dang it. Treat them respectfully, and this is how they'll take care of us. All right, do we want to preserve the Japanese culture, or enforce the American culture and gain some cores? Cores it is. What else do we want to get, by the way? I think I'm going to go ahead and start producing some more mongrels, because I do want to start producing enough that I can add these into my policing divisions, get more suppression, and therefore save on a lot of other equipment. But right now, I'm losing a lot of infantry armor. We got some pretty angry people right now, causing a lot of compliance issues. It's not going to be a problem as soon as we start turning these into proper cores, though, right? Right! All right, let's see. The Gecko power plants. No. Rebuild the power grid. Yeah, getting like 8 civilian factories is good. I'm not going to worry about the rest of this. Home in Nevada. No. Let's come back to all of that a little bit later. The Enclave police. You know, it's a thing. We could gain legitimacy out of the arrangement. Yeah. Let's go ahead and start working on this. I know it's going to reduce my recruitable population factor, and I do hate that. But I think it's something I'm just going to have to live with for a bit. It'll be okay. All right. So I think we now need to be ending up this here video. Again, storing up political power. We've gotten to the point where the snowball is going to be harder and harder to maintain. We've got 200,000 bottle caps, though, so I might be able to do something. And the Shi are getting stronger as not quite allies of the NCR, so I'm not sure why it's saying the NCR is getting stronger, but there you go. How's MacArthur doing? Well, they're doing MacArthur things. They're actively conquering a bunch more territory. They've grown bigger than I am. That's fine. That's fine. We'll probably work together until we don't. Oh, they just took 4 states. What do you know? Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, I'd ask you hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, make sure you hit that notify bell. And I will see you guys next time.